In the heart of the elvenwood forest, young Thaldir, with his silver hair and bright eyes, lived under the guidance of the venerable Elara. Elara, the wise elven sage, saw potential in Thaldir and took it upon herself to impart the ancient wisdom of their people, the Stoic teachings that had guided generations of elves. One serene evening, as the sun painted the sky with hues of orange and pink, Elara beckoned Thaldir to a quiet glade. There, beneath the ancient trees, she began to weave the tapestry of Stoic philosophy. "Thaldir," Elara began, her voice as soothing as the wind rustling through the leaves. "Life is like the ever-changing seasons. We cannot control the weather, but we can learn to navigate the storms within us." Puzzled, Thaldir looked at Elara, awaiting her wisdom. She continued, "Embrace what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, and your reactions. These are the things that define your character. The external world may present challenges, but how you respond to them is within your power." In the following weeks, Elara guided Thaldir through meditations and contemplative exercises. She showed him the strength that lay in accepting the impermanence of the world, teaching him to find serenity amidst chaos. Thaldir, with his innate curiosity and open heart, absorbed these teachings like a sponge, striving to embody the tranquility that Elara demonstrated. One day, a fierce storm swept through Elvenwood, shaking the trees and rattling the very ground beneath their feet. Thaldir, despite his fear, remembered Elara's lessons. He closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and focused on what he could control, his own reactions and actions. While the storm raged outside, Thaldir found a profound calm within himself. He realized that the storm was beyond his control, but his response to it was entirely his own. In that moment, he understood the essence of the Stoic teachings, the power of inner peace amidst external turmoil. As the storm subsided and the first rays of sunlight pierced through the clouds, Thaldir emerged from the shelter, his eyes reflecting the newfound wisdom. Elara smiled, acknowledging the growth that had taken place within her young pupil. "You have embraced the lessons well, Thaldir," she said, her voice gentle yet firm. "Remember, in the face of life's storms, your tranquility will be your greatest strength. Carry this wisdom with you, for one day it will guide you through challenges yet unknown." As the sun set on the horizon of Valoria, the silhouette of Thaldir, now a noble elven guardian, stood tall against the backdrop of the starlit sky. Years of wisdom, courage and strength had shaped him into a beacon of hope for his people. His name echoed through the realm, synonymous with unwavering courage and fierce determination. Suddenly the tranquility was shattered by a menacing force. Malakar, a sorcerer as powerful as he was malevolent, descended upon the peaceful city of Eldenwood. His dark magic enveloped the city, casting a shadow of eternal night that consumed all light and hope. The citizens, terrified and helpless, turned to their guardian, their beacon, Thaldir. They saw in him their only hope against the darkness that threatened their home. Standing before them, Thaldir felt the weight of their expectations, their hopes, their fears. But he was not daunted. He was prepared. Armed with his sword of light and shield of virtue, Thaldir set out to confront the sorcerer. He remembered Elara's words, her teachings. The storm was here, and he was ready to face it. With a deep breath, he stepped into the darkness, ready to free his city from the curse that had befallen it. His eyes burned with determination, and his heart pulsed with the courage that had become his signature. The battle against darkness had begun. As Thaldir stood before the menacing Malakar, his heart was steady, his mind clear. The city of Eldenwood held its breath as the two figures faced each other, their shadows stretching long and eerie in the moonlight. The silence was heavy, the anticipation palpable. Then, with a swift movement, their swords clashed, the sound echoing through the silent city, shattering the stillness of the night. The battle had begun, and the city watched as their guardian, their beacon, fought against the darkness that threatened their home. Malakar's fury was chaotic, his strikes wild and unpredictable. His dark magic swirled around him, adding an element of danger and unpredictability to his attacks. But Thaldir, guided by Elara's teachings, remained stoic and calm. His movements were measured, his strikes precise. He danced around Malakar's attacks, his sword cutting through the air with a grace that belied the strength behind each swing. His shield, the symbol of his virtue, stood strong against Malakar's magic, deflecting each spell with ease. The battle was a flurry of movement, a dance of light against darkness. Despite the chaos around him, Thaldir remained a beacon of calm, his every move a testament to his inner strength. Each parry, each dodge, each strike was a reflection of his inner tranquility, his unwavering resolve. He was not just fighting Malakar, he was battling the fear, the uncertainty, the darkness that had gripped his city. And as the battle raged on, Thaldir stood tall, his spirit unbroken, his resolve unshaken. He was the embodiment of Elara's teachings, a true testament to the power of Stoic philosophy. The battle was fierce, the stakes high, but Thaldir was ready. He was their guardian, their beacon, their hope, and he would not let them down. In the heat of the battle, Malakar, desperate and cunning, unleashed a series of illusions, attempting to disorient Thaldir. The battlefield suddenly morphed into a treacherous maze of twisted illusions, each more terrifying than the last. The city of Eldenwood appeared to be burning, its people crying out in fear and despair. The sky turned a menacing shade of red, and monstrous creatures seemed to rise from the shadows, their roars echoing through the night. The illusions were vivid, their impact on the battlefield immediate and terrifying, yet amidst the chaos, Thaldir stood steady. He closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and remembered Elara's teachings. He recalled the importance of focusing on what he could control, his actions, his reactions, his thoughts. He remembered the power of Stoic philosophy, the power of embracing the present moment without fear or distraction. He knew that these illusions were just that, illusions. They were not real, they were not true. They were mere reflections of Malakar's fear, his desperation. With a clear mind and steady heart, Thaldir opened his eyes. The illusions, once terrifying and vivid, now appeared transparent and weak. He saw through them, his Stoic teachings guiding him through the chaos. He saw Malakar, his figure distorted by the illusions, his power fading. Thaldir smiled, his confidence renewed. He raised his sword, his shield, ready to continue the battle. He knew that the real fight was not against Malakar, but against fear, against illusion, against the darkness within. And with that, Thaldir charged forward, his spirit unbroken, his resolve stronger than ever. The illusions crumbled around him, their power fading as quickly as it had come. The battlefield returned to its original state, the city of Eldenwood standing tall and unscathed, its people safe. The battle was far from over, but Thaldir knew that he had already won a significant victory. He had faced his fears, seen through the illusions, and emerged stronger. He was ready for whatever came next. With a clear mind and steady heart, Thaldir was ready to face the darkness, ready to fight for his city, his people, his home. With the illusions dispelled, Thaldir stood before the menacing Malakar, his heart steady, his mind clear. The rising sun cast long shadows as Thaldir faced off against the sorcerer. The hero's calm, deliberate movements were a stark contrast to Malakar's frenzied assaults. His sword, glowing with the light of truth, danced in the air, slicing through the dark swirls of energy Malakar sent his way. All the while, Thaldir's shield, a symbol of his unyielding resolve, remained firm, deflecting the onslaught of dark magic. As the battle raged on, it was clear to all who beheld it that Thaldir was not merely a warrior. He was an embodiment of Elara's teachings. His courage, his wisdom, his strength of will, these were the qualities that held the darkness at bay. Every parry of his sword, every ricochet of his shield was a testament to his unwavering resolve and the lessons he had internalized. Finally, as the sun climbed higher in the sky, Thaldir stood victorious. He was more than Eldenwood's protector. He was their guardian, their beacon, their hope. And he would not let them down. His silhouette against the radiance of the dawn became etched in the hearts of his people, symbolizing their victory over the darkness. They cheered, their voices filling the morning air. The battle against Malakar may have been won, yet Thaldir knew the true victory was the triumph of light, hope and resilience that now filled Eldenwood. This was the legacy he fought to leave behind. As the cheers of victory began to fade and the sun cast its warm, golden light over the land, Thaldir, the now legendary hero of Eldenwood, stepped back into the calmness of his being. He had not only vanquished the darkness, but had also become a symbol of hope, resilience, and the triumph of inner strength. His journey had transformed him, and he was ready to share his wisdom with the world. From this day forth, Thaldir began, his voice echoing across the valley, I am not only your guardian, but also your guide. For the true battle is not against the darkness that lurks without, but the storm that rages within." He gestured to the rising sun, its light reflecting in his eyes. "Like the dawn, we must rise each day, not with fear or dread of what may come, but with the knowledge that we have the strength to face whatever challenges lie ahead. For it is not the world that shapes us, but how we respond to it." His words resonated with the people of Eldenwood, etching themselves into their hearts. They saw in Thaldir not just a hero, but a teacher, a beacon of wisdom guiding them through life's tempests. And so, the tale of the Tranquil Guardian echoed through the ages, inspiring generations with its message of stoic courage and resilience. It reminded them that in the face of adversity they had the power to control their reactions, their emotions, their destinies. It was a tale that would be told and retold, a testament to the enduring power of inner strength and the indomitable spirit of humanity. Thank you for watching The Stoic Elf, a tale of inner strength. As our tale draws to a close, we extend our sincerest gratitude to you, our viewers, for your time and attention. Your presence has been a vital part of this journey, and we hope Thaldir's story has resonated with you as much as it has with us. If it has, we'd be grateful if you could like, share and subscribe. Your support helps us bring more tales of strength and resilience to life. But the journey doesn't end here. Just as Thaldir found his strength within, so too can you. We invite you to continue exploring your inner strength, to face the storms within, and to find your own tranquil guardian. Stay tuned for more tales of strength and resilience, for the story of Eldenwood is far from over. Until then, stay strong, stay resilient, and keep exploring your inner strength.